Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Conversations Over Coffee. I am your host, Chris Warren, and I'm here with my wife, Denise.
Hi.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about a few things like we do as usual. Just have a conversation.
You can see us this time.
Yeah, you can see us this time, so that's good. We're trying to make it work. You know. Yep. So we're here with another episode. What episode is this? How many have we pumped
Eight.
out?
Is this
Eight.
eight?
Yeah, I think this is eight. And our topic for this podcast is going to be places you would like to travel to next and why. So basically, like, what's places that you've traveled to that you ain't got the chance to travel to, or what dream vacations?
Okay.
You know. So we'll, get into that in a few moments. So, how was your weekend, all that good stuff?
It was fine. Regular, living life, doing regular stuff.
Okay. We went out for a date night, as people do. When you get married, you've been married for a while, and if you got kids, anybody who has kids know you don't get that time to run the streets that much anymore. So we had a date night, and what was the name of the place we went to? Oak
OKJA.
Oakjaw, I think that's the name of it.
Sure. K Pub.
Yeah, it's a K-pop place. They're getting popular, and what do I have to say about them? They were
It was authentic Korean food, not Korean barbecue or hot pot. It was stuff I can't pronounce that's
yeah,
what they really eat,
yeah,
or closer to what Korean people really eat.
and what did what did you have again?
I had fried pork bites in a sweet and sour sauce.
And I had, God, what's the name of it?
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi, beef bulgogi, and you ended up liking what I ordered, and yours was just like kind of, what is it, subpar?
Well, it tasted good, but the texture of the breading, because it was made with what I think was rice flour, it made it kind of
Yeah,
gummy and chewy, and that just didn't work for my.
your palate,
Yeah.
your palate. It was good. The price tag on that was at $66. Was
It
six?
was $62 before tip for you and I to each have one dinner and water.
Yeah, two waters. We didn't
Oh
say we
no,
didn't
we
share.
had a fried dumpling appetizer too.
Yeah, so stuff out there. I don't know if it was because it's specialty. I don't know. It's just getting a little. I would say a little pricey for what we got. You
Yeah.
know, definitely. And then we went to the Fenton, and
Mhm.
walked around. Just took a little stroll and looked at their spot out there. Did you like the Fenton? What did you think about the Fenton?
I thought it was a nice atmosphere. Lots of places to kind of sit and hang out. Lots of different types of food places. It seemed like, cool decorations. It was really
Mm-hmm.
windy that day. The
Oh
stores,
yeah.
though, I wouldn't go over there for the stores. So
No, we went to their Nike store, and that was like, it was Nike. It was nice and neat, but it was like a boutique version of Nike, you know, like that. So, I mean, I liked it. It was fun. Carrie's pretty good when we get to go out there. I like probably their park better. What's the name of that park?
really,
Yeah, their park is nice.
the downtown park.
Well, no, it's like he always likes the last couple of times we took him, he likes to go and climb and stuff like that. We can get, like, you can have an adult beverage out there. I think it's a nice park. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not like a grand,
I don't like
you
that
know.
all the stuff is so enclosed, like the climbing area and the slide, because then all the kids get in there and you can't see them, you can't
Yeah,
see your kid. But I felt that way about the park here in Nightdale. When once you get in that barn silo, you just like
yeah,
hope they come out soon.
yeah.
So
Well, they're changing that. That's not even up there anymore.
no, it's going to be different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to see what people think about that. Definitely. Well, we might as well get into our topic here, unless you got something else to say. Definitely. Oh, what else? Do you have
Um.
anything for the week? I mean, just throw it in there. Huh?
No, I mean regular stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's I feel like what's the word? Like I was happy that we had a chance to go out,
Hmm.
and that our friend whose daughter's 14 got to do her first babysitting
Oh
job.
yeah, it was
She
easy
did a
run.
great job. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting a little curmudgeon-y, maybe. It's like,
Hmm.
I, I don't know the right words. Like, I had a nice time with you, but I I don't think our dinner was worth $60, you
No, no,
know?
no, 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 no,
So
no.
it's just like we got to hit that sweet spot of trying, we want to try new things and we like different kinds of food, but feeling like it was, worth the money we spent on it kind
No,
of thing.
I agree. I definitely agree, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there who might be listening to this podcast do agree. Maybe a general people in general, with money or not. How the millionaires become millionaires or people who become, wealthy. It's like they don't spend money like that.
No.
They make they spend money on business moves, like that. But they're not sitting there like, oh, every day I'm gonna spend like $200 or $300 on like dinner. Idiots do that, you
Well,
know.
we're not those either, so.
So it's like, and now the climate's so funny. It's like we're in a weird place right now. It's like nobody wants to spend any money.
I don't know. There
You
were a lot of people at the Fenton spending money with drinks and
I,
ice
I
cream and
get that
shopping.
might be whether they were doing it like more in a month. That might be their one time fun expense now.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, who knows? Like I said, we have to be like two friends that we have to be frugal. I think a lot of people gonna be like that.
I aspire to be frugal.
Yeah, but it's hard. I don't want to wear straw socks. I mean, I don't want to do that.
Well, there's varying levels of frugality,
I don't
so.
want to. What's that? What's them underwear that you could used underwear? What do they call them? Not used underwear, but it's like reusable underwear. Like the ones like the old school ones.
Like tidy whities?
No, what's the ones that like God, they make for babies, like the ones that you pin on the side or something.
Oh, like cloth
Yeah,
diapers?
cloth. Yeah, I don't want to use cloth diapers or underwear. Like just regular underwear. Almost like now, it's like not going to the subject of underwear, but underwear are pricey too. I was like, wow, really? Like,
But people
sheesh.
buy underwear one time and then maybe wear them for 10 years. So I guess they got to get their money where they can.
Have you wore a pair of underwear for 10 years? Let's have this
Probably
thought. I don't know, honey. That's a far stretch. I could say maybe five.
six,
Five? That
seven
sounds
years.
so weird
You had
though.
that one. We're way off topic. You had that one pair of jockey underwear, and you
I
said
should
those were
have.
your good riding underwear.
Yeah, they're good riding underwear.
And you kept those things until they were starting
I
to
said,
get little pinholes all along the
oh
seams.
yeah, I think they're still. I still got a pair. Jockey's a great
But
brand.
once you find a good pair of underwear, you stick with them.
Yeah, so
So
Jockey, if you're listening, which we definitely would use that sponsor. I will stand by your products. But I guess you're right. 10 years. I mean, it sounds like a very long time to me for underwear, but it's probably the truth. You know. But anyway, we got way off topic or anything. That's the fun about the show. Let's see, places you would like to travel to and why. Let's start with you.
so
What do you
I
think and why?
ever since I read the book and saw the movie Eat, Pray, Love, I've wanted to go to Italy. And she didn't go to. Did she go to Spain?
Hmm.
She went to Italy.
I
Maybe
don't
she went to
remember.
Spain. Yeah, and no, she went to India. Anyway, but watching that movie and the adventure, it inspired me to want to go to Italy, and I've also wanted to go to Spain, see all the beautiful architecture and experience the culture and the different kind of food and just that different kind of way of living. I think it would be nice to
What in
see.
Spain? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Spain. I think Spain's probably about what would you eat in Spain? What would be the first thing you would want to tackle if you know
I think I'd
anything?
want to go to like a tapas place because that's a big thing. They make the little, just small plates, and you get several plates of things, so you get to try different stuff. It got popular here, like in the early 2000s. They made tapas bars, but I think that way you can safely try lots of little different things to figure out what you like because
Oh,
how they prepare things, how they cure their meat is very different from what we eat. So me being a picky eater, I know that would be a good way to kind of sample and figure
Yeah,
out what works for me.
I'm pretty sure in Spain or whatever they're and you know over there the way they do stuff it would be way different than what we do here. Like you talking about their pasta and pizza and stuff like that. Like, have you really had pizza? I want to see their version compared to our version.
I
I
think
bet
it's
you
a
it's a
lot different.
whole.
So
I mean, you'll get it and you be like, this ain't. You know, what I ordered, and they're like, yeah, you ordered pizza. This is what it is. Better be like good, especially like olive oil, tasting like some fresh
oh
olive
yeah.
oil from there, and they have those places, you know, there.
Well, and even I bet their produce tastes differently because they're on a different sea than we are.
Oh man,
They're not as mass produced and consumer driven as we are. Probably
exactly.
be a big difference. It probably blow
Well,
our mind.
well, didn't we watch a show on Netflix? What was that show? They only made one season of it, and the lady she was a chef.
Salt, fire, heat. No,
Yeah,
salt, fat, and heat. I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think,
she's a chef.
yeah, she went to Spain. I forgot her name. I wish I could find her name. She's a nice chef. Like she's like really like normal, like laid back. And I think she went to Spain, and then she sampled their cheeses and the way they do stuff. I think we
Yeah.
might have to rewatch it because
Yeah.
that was a good. She just definitely deserved a second season of that show.
Yeah, I totally
She did
agree.
phenomenal. Everything, but yeah, the way they do cheese and stuff like that, I'm like, it's just like it's not so technology driven over there. They still do stuff like that.
Right, they're hand
Oh
making their
wait,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, just like the way they press the what's that? You know, the olives for the olive oil. What's that little machine they use? That old school machine where it's like a stone and it runs over and they get the donkey to go
I
over
don't
it.
know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can
and
see it
they
in my
just squeeze
head.
all that. You know,
Yeah, I
good
guess it's
man,
a press, a cold
man,
press.
man. That's good times. I'm telling you, it's crazy. A place I would like to probably go, but it's like it's not that I can't go. It's like I said, you already know what I'm gonna say. That flight is probably what's it, Asia over there. Definitely, I would definitely do that. But it's like, how far is it? It's like, what's Zachary in
14 hours. I
14,
think they
maybe
said
or longer. It could be longer.
the time change might change how long might be 14 hours of difference, but you really are flying for 18 hours or something like that. So
Yeah, all their yummy food over there. Oh my God, what place? I mean, you've talked about that would be one place you want to go to too. But what would you be more to want to see or try over there?
gosh, I guess
Mm.
eat like authentic ramen.
Yeah, that's what I was
Um,
about to say. Definitely.
I feel like a lot of the stuff they cook, they put spice in, and I can't do a lot of
No, you can't.
spicy.
You can't do their spice. Like
Yeah,
nobody. It's like I like heat, but it's like I've tried theirs, and it's like no.
and they eat their meat all kinds of ways, and I'm funny about that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
like that.
I would probably
Stick to
enjoy
ramen.
eat the ramen, eat the I want to go to a 7-Eleven
Yeah,
and
they're
eat everything
in
in
the 7
7-Eleven.
Yeah, if any of y'all are watching, look up these videos of these girls going to 7-Elevens in Japan and stuff like that. It's totally like you're like, wow. You know, they sell everything.
And for lots of fresh
Everything.
stuff.
Yeah, everything. It's like I've never been or seen where you can like go to a place where you can buy a physical cup of ice. I've never experienced that.
You get
It
in
could
the
be over
drink
here.
in the little pack thing.
Yeah, they even do that for I think alcohol too. It's like they clip their little alcoholic drink to the cup, and
Oh,
it's like that. Boom, you can make your ramen in there. What else can you do there?
they have. I mean, you
You can
see
go
videos where
groceries.
they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner all from the
Yeah,
7-Eleven.
you can grocery shop at a 7-Eleven over there, like easy, no problem.
Even more than the
Mm.
food, I think it would be such a unique experience to be a place where everyone is so polite, everything is
Mm.
so clean.
Yeah,
It's all very orderly and neat. It would just be like that would
yeah.
be
I
amazing.
feel like Seoul is like that. I think their laws over in Seoul they don't. You get like heavy fine if you throwing trash and stuff. You know,
I feel
Seoul.
like all
So
of those. I don't know
yeah,
about China, but
so,
definitely
yeah.
Korea and Japan.
Yeah,
They're
they
very
don't.
strict about stuff
Yeah,
like
they don't
that.
get down like that. It's like you get fined, or I've heard it's even like jail time. And Seoul was like in what Singapore. It might be in Singapore. Singapore is very clean too.
Okay.
You know, I would probably while I was over there go to all their vending machines. Their vending machines are ridiculous. There's no way here in the States, we have anything where you can get like a dinner for a family of four in a vending machine. They're trying to do it in Vegas. What's that? You can buy pizza and
I have a
something.
vending machine.
Yeah. Well, remember they got
I remember
the
the cake
They
one,
got
but
the
I
cake.
didn't remember the pizza
Yeah, I
one.
just watched it where I think the lady, what's her name? Bay Traveling. Her channel, she got pizza out of the machine, but I seen
Okay.
that. And the
Interesting.
pizza was they rated it top tier. It's crispy, all that stuff, but not the cake.
Okay.
Them cakes is, they sell those cakes in Walmart and nobody buys them. Who's the guy?
Cake Boss.
Yeah. Cake Boss. Did you used to watch Cake Boss shows?
No, I never really cared for him. I thought he was a little jerky.
It's weird. Cake Boss. But yeah, them are the places I would definitely travel. I mean, there's probably pretty more. I think everybody has a lot, other places they would travel, but that's one place that'd be on the top, my top tier.
I think I'd like to see the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, the Virgin Islands, and there's another.
I'd like to see other places in Latin America. We've seen places in Mexico, but what about Costa Rica and Argentina and all those other that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah, well, Hawaii is it's like when I was younger, that's a place I wanted to visit, but it's like now it's like if I do, I do. It's like I'm not really. That's not on my top tier.
Okay.
I don't know why, because it's been so polluted with tourism at this point.
Well, it's their industry.
It's like, okay, just like Disney World. Everybody's been to Disney World. Everybody's like, hey, Chris, you gonna want to go to Disney World? Absolutely not. It's like it's like I don't see the rush to go see it.
Well, we're not huge Disney people, and we're not huge amusement park people.
I don't want to pay for parking, man.
I think you have to pay for parking just about anywhere.
Yeah, but that parking, man, the stories I've heard, all different stories, I'm like, that's a damn nightmare to pay for parking like that. Like, God, that's crazy. But yeah, I would think some of those other places I would like to travel, like the Virgin Islands. We did get to go to Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know or never put that on their radar about Haiti.
We were on a lovely island.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, we were up there at the time where they were having a whole gang thing. I forgot. I looked up the guy that was kind of like the head of the whole gang thing. So yeah, but their little private island is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. What's the most thing that you liked about Haiti? You think?
I like the water that it was because of the salt content different. Like you were buoyant in a different way, and that it wasn't like you weren't fighting waves. You could just kind of get in there and float around, and it was nice. And the sand was really soft. That was nice too.
Oh yeah, we had some drinks. I forgot the name of that drink, which was good. God, I don't remember that drink.
It's a special.
They had food. They had food on the island. It was great. Nobody was rowdy. They were just like chilling, just straight chilling.
On vacation, everybody's happy on vacation. Man. Hopefully.
Well, even our son. I wish I had a picture to put up on the screen where he had his little legs crossed and
was eating his hot dog bun.
And just had the iPad chilling,
living his life.
Like, hey, I'm good for a good 18 years. Yeah, give me some more trips. Stuff. He really doesn't talk about any places that he would want to go. He's just like wherever we.
He just wants to go on the boat.
Yeah. What did you like about did you have anything special that you liked on that cruise? I know it was a different cruise line for you. I mean, it's you are an experienced cruiser compared to your son and
I. I liked that they had the ice skating shows. Those were fun to watch, and the the high diving, those were pretty cool.
I didn't get to
too.
see that. Where was I at? In the jacuzzi,
Probably, yeah. It's
that's
like Dylan and I were randomly wondering, and it was like, oh, one's about to start. Let's go sit down. So,
would you think? Do you think he liked it?
he enjoyed it for a while, but after 10 or 15 dives, they're diving.
Yeah.
It's just different music. They might change their outfits, but that was like, oh my gosh, we're on a moving vessel, and you're jumping from 40, 50 feet in the air into a little pond size.
you would think the average person, like, if that was you'd be like, I would be sick.
Right.
Like every day they're like, you know what, Chris, we're just gonna, do you know the cook? We're gonna put you in the back. You have to be a cook.
And I liked it. They had that whole kind of natural area. Sorry, I have to yawn.
Yeah, it happens.
We called it Central Park, but where you got off on that one section where it was like the green area with all the plants and the trees.
Oh
and
yeah, it was like
that was. I thought that was a nice.
Do they have that on Carnival?
Not that I've been on.
Yeah,
Who knows now?
Yeah, they call it, what's that, Central Park. All of them have a Central Park, and I forgot how many trees and plants there are, and it's like more than you think.
I can imagine, because it takes a lot to make an area look, lush. So
yeah, and I watched the thing about how they get food and inventory. So every time there's a port, they're working. They're getting reading up on some kind of food, excuse me, or something like that, And Royal does have this pass that you can do for $150, where you go meet the captain, go below deck, and you actually go in these places, And the chef, he takes you for a tour and everything. You can't bring a camera. You can, but you can't record. You can take pictures and stuff like that. So I would definitely buy some Ray-Ban Metas for that, so you can videotape it.
I didn't like, though, that it was such a long ship.
I like
I was just tired.
I like
to get from one place to the other. It was a 2-mile hike, it felt like it. And if you forgot something, or you need to go back to your room, heaven forbid, my legs were so tired by the end of that trip.
We went on a time where your legs were, you were in trouble with it. But that's enough time. You're good now. It's like, I like the walk. It was like good. What's that? Good, definitely good exercise. They had all that stuff up there. I think I didn't get to work out, but somebody from our party did work out one time. And you don't gain weight on a cruise.
You walking it off.
Yeah, man. That's all you always worry.
The ice cream is way, way, way at the front, so you got to hike to get it and hike to get back.
We didn't eat none. I
thought y'all got it one time.
No, I think he might have got it one time, but I was like, I was like, it's too hot. Like just to eat like dairy, Definitely. What'd you think of their what's that little party? What do they call it? A little sail-away jam? Little party?
I didn't like how things were oriented, because, we were up on the top and they were facing one way. So we saw a little bit of the back side of it. It's like, I don't know. We were just getting on the boat and trying to find our way around, I guess. But yeah, that was a little lackluster for me.
Yeah. Jamaica. Always wanted to go to Jamaica. The experience on, what's that, Royal?
We were on the bad side.
Yeah, we were on the straight hood side. Sorry, Jamaica,
What's it called?
anybody.
Foulmouth.
Foulmouth, yeah. I was like, wow. It's like we all got off the ship, looked around, and then we said, okay, we're going to go into Jamaica. Everybody was like, yeah, we're coming back. Everybody went right to the boat. Did Gail even go in?
Gail didn't go out the gates.
Yeah, I know.
She just stayed in the little port area, shopping area.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, we're over that.
Yeah. It was not friendly.
But that guy with what was it? He had one leg. And he was asking our son for what, change or something?
For $1.
And Dylan just looked at him up and down. He's like, you gonna leave me like that, little man? He's like, yeah. Well, everything was cheap. I know the corner stores were cheap. How much was all that stuff?
I don't remember. I just remember she took our $20 bill to the back, and it took her a very long time to come back with our change for 3 drinks.
Did that bother you? Think it was
I was like, we're not getting our $20 back. We just paid $20 for these drinks.
Were you scared? You didn't say that while we were there.
I mean, I didn't like walking because I didn't like how aggressive the people were in the streets trying to ask you for money.
Yeah.
But I wasn't scared in the store. I was just like, girl, I want you to come on so we can go, because we'd already decided at that point we were going to get something to drink and start walking back.
Yeah, I was
So
so ready for that adventure, but I'm like, man, this is okay. It's not us. It's, everybody else that we're with. They think the same thing too, because everyone's like, yeah, they're pretty aggressive. We're gonna go back to the boat.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, what else? There was somebody before the one leg guy. There was somebody else asked something.
Just as soon as we got across the street, people started looking at us, asking for money or wanting to give us a tour in their taxi. And
you take me off and murder me and my
Right.
family. But the white people that was on the cruise ship, we saw a few that was on that ship. They was just walking in there like, want nothing.
I guess
they
some
could
people
smell
have
fear.
no worries.
I guess they could smell fear.
Well, we weren't afraid.
No,
I mean, I wasn't
it
like
was.
cowering or anything, but don't do that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Back off.
Yeah. It's like, next time. So if we do go to, Jamaica again, what will be the place? I've heard a lot of people say there's a lot of places you hope to port at in Jamaica.
Yeah, Ochos Rios is nice, and the grill.
Yeah.
I think you get on the other side, and it's better.
I don't know why we was on the hood side.
I guess that's
we was
the
on
way
the,
our trip was circling
Yeah,
us
we were on the
around.
top cruise line, and they're like, they took us to the hood.
But you could, you don't have to go out the gate. They had that whole big enclosed area where you could eat and shop and drink.
So they didn't expect you to do.
Right, they're like, you can still get off and experience it. You don't have to go out of the gate.
We were like, no, we want our money's worth.
We should have known when they had like police people at the gate that we didn't need to go out.
It changed very quick. I think I got on a video, and it's like I got us when we were inside, port, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna walk, which we wanted to do, and it just changed completely. It's like, I'm like, hey.
Well, and we were walking, and it was like, where are we going? There was you couldn't see any true destination. It was just like we were in their little downtown area.
Yeah, it was still a pretty place.
Yeah,
Generally, it's a tropical place. And then we went to Bahamas. We went to the Bahamas too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows the Bahamas is just everybody's favorite. How many times have you been to the Bahamas?
Like 5, maybe.
Oh Lord!
Well, we used to fly there straight. Yeah.
Golly, you've been there 5. I'm thinking it was a new place for you. Me and Dylan like, hey,
that side.
blue.
I think that side might have been new for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember what town in the Bahamas we were in, but
No.
that side was new for me. So.
Yeah.
But they were much nicer there.
On
There
that
were
side?
still people offering to give you tours on their taxi, but they wasn't so gritty and aggressive. They had on work shirts. They looked like legit people, like they weren't going to take you off and kill you and take all your money.
Yeah.
So
Who was our
Sandra.
Sandra. I wish I knew her last name, so I would tell people if
She
y'all.
didn't tell us her last name.
Yeah, I would say she's a taxi lady. I mean, no, she does tours. The Bahamas. If you're in Bahamas, definitely get her to be your guide. Because she did all that stuff for us. Yeah, she's like, I'll take you around for. I mean, I don't know. I forgot how much we paid her.
Golly.
It was way.
It was cheap, and would she take us around for an hour, hour and a half?
No, it was
2 hours.
Yeah, we were out, and she even was like, if you want to stop somewhere and get something to eat, and she's like, I'll be, wait and whatever. I was like, whoa.
When she let us get out at the beach and walk around a little bit too.
But that was her job, so she was like aiming to, to please. Where was that place we were at in the Bahamas where all the shops at? Do you remember? Probably
no,
not.
I don't remember the name of the town.
Yeah. I'll probably another place I would want to go is probably, what is it? Is it Maui? Not Maui.
That's in Hawaii.
Maui? Yeah. Probably, yeah. I think they have a lot of nice waterfalls and stuff like that. Definitely. And that other place, I forgot the name of it. These guys on YouTube, I forgot I forgot the name of their channel. But you remember we watched it and they went on it was not, I guess it is an island, but it's almost like a huge sandbar.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the name of the place, but that'd be nice to travel out there, and it's like far out there. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that.
So where would you not want to go?
Not want to go. Russia.
Okay.
Even though Russia's intriguing, but I don't think the people are nice. They don't like colors there. I don't think. I'm not trying to be funny. I really don't think they like, yeah. Probably Russia. You know,
I don't have any interest in going to India.
uh,
There's beautiful things there, but
India.
it's so
I think
unsanitary.
India gets a bad rap because what they put on social media. That street vendor, you see him all the time. That's Indian style.
Touching
That
the food with their
food
feet.
with his feet. It's the same dude. You know,
Well, they're
and it's
taking a
like,
bath in the water that the cows poop
yeah,
in, and
it's
it's just
like, yeah, it's
mm-mm.
like, I think they get a bad rap. Do I think it's the jump off? Probably not. But I don't think it's probably bad as
Maybe there's
we see it.
the other side of town that's better
The
that we don't
the
see
thing
as
I can't
much.
do, would I visit it? Probably. Would I eat there? No. Because I have a lot of concerns. Like, what are y'all doing? It's like fly, and if it's
Mm-mm.
who do we follow on YouTube that did she go to India? Louie.
No, she's in Philippines.
Is she in the Philippines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Philippines I might would, but they're almost like tit for tat. But the places she went to, it looked like it was pretty good.
Okay.
So you said, yeah, India. What's another place? There's probably a
I'm
couple.
not really interested in going to Africa.
Ah, no. It's like you gotta have all these shots. It's like a heap of shots before you even think about going over there. I think Jamie Foxx like said that best. It's like you could possibly come back with something from a mosquito. Their mosquitoes is nothing like our mosquitoes. You know, like he said, I think Jamie Foxx said the flies over there. He said he's never ever in his life seen a fly go on the end of a table and run just to take off. That's how fat the fly was.
Mm.
Yeah, he said it was that big. Africa, you don't want to see the animals? No, I'm
Mm-mm.
good.
They're wild animals.
Yeah, I'm good.
Too many videos of those lions jumping on top of them safari vans.
Well, no, I saw one where the people they were in a seat in front of the van, like they give you the experience. You can sit right there outside of the van, and the people they were riding on the safari, and then it just showed like a lion dart across the van, and he was chasing. They were so fast, he was chasing a little gazelle, and he just gobbled up the gazelle right in front of him. I'm like, this.
Sounds traumatic.
Yeah, I'd rather. Can I be on the inside? Can I just, you know? Like that, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. And I seen another one where the giraffe was chasing these people on the safari, and it was a giraffe. They're normally like just chill animals, but when you get in their territory, they're like, "Hey, I'm sick of you." Africa, not my jam. What else? This had to be another place.
I forgot to start the timer, by the way.
Well, that's what you get. You get raw cutting out of it. But where we at? Probably 20, 23 minutes, so we're good.
Okay.
But
So we talked about lots of international places. Are there other places you would like to visit in the U.S.?
the U.S. That is a phenomenal place. Washington, Seattle. Yeah,
Okay.
we had a family member there. What's that? Why? What are you laughing about?
Because you want to be the mayor and fix their homeless problem?
No, that's Portland.
Oh,
Portland,
okay.
Oregon. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, if anybody's watching this, please look Portland, Oregon. They're having it tough, man. Yes, I will be your mayor. So if y'all listening, I got a whole plan. I think they just changed mayors anyway, so this new mayor might be a good guy. What about you? Anybody, any place in the United States?
I'd like to see the redwoods in California.
Redwoods.
The big giant trees.
I thought you wanted a van to go to California. I mean,
I
I
don't want to go like
would.
to LA or anywhere like that. I
Yeah.
want to go up there, see the trees and the redwoods.
Yeah, I probably would. There's a couple places I probably would go in California. I've always been interested in Texas, but it's like, if you had the chance to go, would you go?
I'd go to Texas.
You
Yeah.
know, I would like to see their, they do barbecue too, like we do here in North Carolina. I think they're second or first or something.
They do a different style, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're big on barbecue.
Yeah, I definitely would. What place would you want to visit in Texas?
I'd probably
Yeah.
not Dallas, maybe like Austin, where it's kind of a more eclectic scene with different kinds of people and.
Well, we know somebody in Texas. He could be our tour guide any day of the week. Where's Mike at? Freaking Waco. And we're
Yeah, I don't
like,
know that Waco
and
would
look,
be on my
yeah,
list.
that's what he said the first time we were like, we were going to go there, me and stuff at the time. I remember he was like, nah. He was like, he didn't make the time for us to go because he was like, we're like, why? He's like, you don't want to come to Waco. He's like, I don't even want to be here. But he's there for his, girlfriend and his, kids.
All I know about Waco is that weird guy who has a
Yeah.
cult
He said
there.
every bit of that. He said his opinion. Yeah. He's like, there ain't nothing out here. He said we'll meet somewhere like Dallas or something, over. I wanted to see what they say. Do you think everything's bigger and better in Texas?
That's what they say. Big hats, big cars, big boots, big cows,
Yeah.
big ladies. I don't
No,
know.
no, I don't know. Big lady. They might have some big ladies that there's some big rumps. What's another place I want to go? I another place I don't want to go, and this people gonna be like, you are crazy. It's like if I ended up there, I wouldn't be mad about it. But it's like I'm not gonna take the money to do it. It's Florida. Florida's just
Well, Florida is more than just Miami.
yeah, it's just I'll be chilling with the old people, man. 'Cause, it's like the whole, Miami. It's like it don't really interest me too much. I rather golf with the old guys,
Okay.
man. And say hi to the old grannies.
I
You
like to
know,
go to a national park too,
national park.
like
What
maybe
national park?
Yellowstone or Yosemite or something like that.
Yellowstone probably would be the. That's a pretty big park, man.
Hmm.
You're not gonna get to go now because if you walk out there now, there's nobody to guide you from the bears and stuff. Tell your ass not to be here, here, and here. Because they all got fired. If you go, you're gonna be at the gates. Gonna be like, come in at your own risk. You know. But that being said, we're not going anywhere because how much do you trust flying these days?
I don't trust it at
Planes are going
all.
down. I need answers. Why planes are going down? That being said, guys, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Bye.